Have you ever dared to explore a supposedly haunted house? Well, today, we're going to show you some places so scary that even the bravest of souls woe and go near them. Stick around until the end for one place that has such terrifying legends surrounding it that the Indian government, uneven let people go anywhere near it. Eastern State Penitentiary, USA. Our first story takes us to the Eastern State Penitentiary located in Philadelphia, USA. This crumbling prison once housed some of America's most notorious criminals, and is now open for tours during the day. But Warnet visitors have reported some truly terrifying experiences. Eastern State was built in 1829 and was designed to be the ultimate punishment. Prisoners were kept in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day, and were only allowed out for 1 hour of exercise in a small yard. This is believed to have driven many of them insane. In 1930, the prison began to close due to overcrowding and budget constraints. By 1951, the entire prison population had been moved out. Over the years, several movies have been filmed inside the prison walls, including movies like The Sixth Sense. It is thought that the prison could be haunted by some of the thousands of inmates who died within its walls from disease and mistreatment. Many visitors have claimed to see the ghosts of prisoners wandering the halls or sitting in the cells. Some have even reported hearing the sounds of screaming and shouting coming from the prison's solitary confinement unit. There have also been reports of strange smells, such as the scent of stale urine and feces, even though the prison has been abandoned for decades. Perhaps the most famous ghost of Eastern State is that of a prisoner known only as Al. He is said to be the ghost of a man who died in the prison infirmary from a drug overdose. Visitors have reported hearing his footsteps in the halls and feeling a cold spot in the air whenever he appears. So if you ever find yourself in Philadelphia, you might want to avoid visiting Eastern State Penitentiary. After all, it's not worth risking your life to meet a ghost. Now moving over to our next location, the Tower of London, UK. The Tower of London is steeped in centuries of bloodshed and betrayal, making it one of the most haunted places in the UK. Built in 1066, the tower has played an important role in British history, but it's also seen its share of tragedy, from the execution of Anne Boleyn to the massacre of young princes. Some believe that the tower is haunted by the spirits of those who died within its walls. One of the most famous ghosts of the tower is that of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. She was accused of adultery and treason and was beheaded in 1536. Visitors have reported seeing the ghost of Anne Boleyn wandering the grounds of the tower, especially around the spot where she was executed. Another ghost that's said to haunt the tower is that of Sir Thomas More, who was executed in 1535 after refusing to accept King Henry VIII's annulment of his marriage to Catherine of Aragon. His remains are buried beneath the floor of the chapel of St. Peter ad Vincula in the tower, and it's said that his ghosts can often be seen walking the halls of the tower at night. Other visitors have reported hearing the sound of footsteps, screams, and even disembodied voices echoing through the ancient stone walls. Some have even seen shadowy figures lurking around the corner of their eyes. No wonder the Tower of London is considered one of the most haunted places in Britain. If you're brave enough to visit, be sure to keep an eye out for the ghosts. Now let's move on to our next haunted place, Aokigahara Forest, Japan. Located at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, the Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Sea of Trees, is a dense and mysterious woodland that's been shrouded in mystery and myth for centuries. According to legend, the forest was created when Mount Fuji erupted and the lava flowed into the sea, creating a massive wave that crashed into the mountains and formed a lake. The steam from the lake then condensed and formed a thick fog that covered the area, giving rise to the name Sea of Trees. However, it's this very same dense foliage that has earned the forest its sinister reputation. It's believed that the thick trees and shrubs can disorient anyone who ventures inside, making it easy to get lost. And once you're lost in the Sea of Trees, it's almost impossible to escape. In recent years, the forest has become known as a place where people come to die, particularly those who are suffering from depression or other mental health problems. It's estimated that over 100 people have taken their own lives in the forest since the 1950s, which has led to it being nicknamed the Suicide Forest. This dark reputation has led many to believe that the forest is cursed and that anyone who enters it will never come out the same. But perhaps even more disturbing are the stories of those who have entered the forest and never returned at all. Some say that they've heard disembodied voices calling out for help, while others claim to have seen the ghosts of those who have died in the forest. One story that stands out is that of a hiker who entered the forest and became disoriented. As he wandered deeper and deeper into the sea of trees, he began to hear strange noises all around him. He could hear the sound of footsteps following him. But when he turned around, there was no one there. Eventually, he stumbled upon a clearing and saw a group of people standing around a campfire. He approached them cautiously and asked for directions out of the forest. But as he drew closer, he realized that the people around the campfire weren't real. They were nothing but rotting corpses. Now moving on to our next haunted location, Poveglia Island, Italy. Located in the Venetian lagoon just off the coast of Venice, Italy, Poveglia Island is a small, uninhabited island shrouded in mystery and legend. The island is believed to be haunted by the spirits of those who died on the island, including victims of the plague and those who died in the island's mental asylum. History of the island dates back to the Middle Ages. During the Black Death pandemic, the island was used as a quarantine zone for ships arriving from plague-infected areas. Those who displayed symptoms of the disease were brought to the island and left to die. It's estimated that over 160,000 people died on the island during this time. The island was then used as a mental asylum in the early 20th century, but it was abandoned in the 1960s, after it was deemed unfit for purpose. Many of the patients who died in the asylum were buried in a mass grave on the island. Because of its dark history, the island has become known as the most haunted place in Venice. Visitors to the island have reported hearing strange noises, such as screams and whispers, as well as seeing shadowy figures roaming the island. Some have even claimed to have seen the ghost of a young girl who died in the plague quarantine. Due to its haunted reputation, the island is now off limits to the public. In fact, the Italian government has passed laws prohibiting anyone from entering the island without a permit. Despite that, some daring tourists still try to sneak onto the island, but they do so at their own risk. Bangar Fort, India. Now let's head over to India, where we'll explore the haunting ruins of Bangar Fort. The fort is located in the state of Rajasthan and it's believed to be cursed. Legend has it that a sorcerer named Mansingh cursed the town, causing it to be destroyed overnight. Today, the fort stands abandoned, and visitors have reported strange occurrences, such as hearing screams and footsteps, as well as seeing ghostly apparitions. The Indian government has even put up warning signs around the fort stating that no one is allowed to enter after sunset. What's more, the Archaeological Survey of India has banned overnight stays in the area due to safety concerns. Some believe that the curse placed on the town still remains, and that anyone who spends the night in the fort will never be seen again. So if you're planning a trip to India, it might be best to steer clear of Bangar Fort, especially after dark. After all, you don't want to risk becoming another ghost story. So there you have it. The top 5 real-life haunted places you should never visit. Which of these locations would you be brave enough to explore? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling stories. Thanks for watching, and happy haunting.